Metroid. Is it you? Come in, Metroid. That is your name, correct? Metroid, I have just received reports that you are an icon, much like Sonic the Hedgehog, where some people really like you, and other people will find any reason in the world to be angry at you. This just in. Who gives a fuck? Welcome.
Gamers to the stream. Hello. Merry Christmas. Christmas has passed. It's no longer here. It is the 26th of December. Christmas is behind us. Did you have fun? Did you? I don't know. You tell me. As for me, I made out like a fucking thief. Like you know, the wet bandits in Home Alone. You know, those guys, except they got put in jail. I've not been put in jail. But what I have done is instead stolen, and by stolen, I mean paid for with money, many games for this Christmas. And I have a giant squishy block of cheese right here. It's like a stress ball cheese. It's like massive. I wonder, I'd have to disable the VTuber to show you this. Is it worth showing you before we begin? I think I actually have to close down VTube Studio so that way OBS can grab the webcam so you can see this thing. This thing, don't worry about that. We're not actually reacting to any we're not reacting to anything here, except what I do have for you is this. Okay, here's my face. I don't. Oh, here we go. Face cam full. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is me. Hi, how's it going? My hair is a mess. I got Majora's Mask, but this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Fucking ooh, oh! It's like cheese. God, I fucking love this thing. I got this from Fish and Ellie today, and this is the best thing I've ever gotten. Oh my God, I love this thing. And it's basically the equivalent of like a stress ball, but just a giant fucking thing of cheese. God, I love it. But I hope you all had a good a good thing on the Christmas, the Christmas thing where you, the viewer, had the Christmas experience and you received happiness. That is what I wish for. On today's happiness stream, we will feel no happiness because I'm going to be playing Metroid Prime 4. And some people really like this game. Other people really don't. And I'm just going to say up front, I'm not streaming this full game unless you guys really want to see that. I'm planning on just playing this one on my own. And then maybe in a few years from now, I might stream it, much like how I'm going to do with DK Bonanza, which was a game that I greatly enjoyed. And I am glad that I ended up playing it on my own because it meant I could play it whenever I wanted to. And I could play it in smaller bursts and it was fun. Someone in chat said, I indeed have had the Christmas experience. Good. Yes, good. All is going to plan. But I'd like to welcome you all to the stream. This is the bandit that I made out with. I got a massive fucking haul of games. And I have $100 Steam credit that I've added to my account. And I haven't spent anything on that. My dad got me that, which was like, holy shit, thanks, Dad. My dad also purchased Metroid Prime for me. And then I got just a bunch of various small amounts of eShop money. And then my sister gave me a pretty sizable chunk as well. So I have purchased a lot of these games because they were all on sale. And like this is already like $20, but it was $15. This is all of Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, which I didn't own in any form previously. And I have all of it, and it's DLC. $8, by the way. $10 upgrade for Skyrim, Mega Man 11, which, you know, I played a demo for on stream. It was all right. the Mega Man NES Legacy Collection 1 through 6, Dave the Diver, which I've been intending to stream for a long time, Pac-Man World 2, which I won't get to within the year, but I've heard this is good, so this won't appear at the Gabe Awards, but Yakuza Kiwami, which is a thing I'm going to be streaming next year sometime, Rift of the Necrodancer, this one will be, I'm probably going to do a one-off of this at some point. And then Titans of the Tide is another one of those games that I'm probably just going to mostly play on my own. But I'm like 3 or 4 hours into this, and just off the top of my head, pretty good game, actually. Titans of the Tide. If you like BFBB, then you would probably like this game, actually. If you're not a SpongeBob fan, and you're expecting, like, Mario Odyssey, it's not that. But it is pretty good, I'd say. So, this is why we're here today. I hope you're all doing well. We will chat about various other things throughout the day, but I hope, I'm going to get into this. I'm not going to let the internet spoil this for me. I know many gamers will tell you, well, wait a minute. You can't enjoy this thing. It's not like the thing that I wanted. But I'm just going to go into it with an open mind. And I will tell you if I don't like this. I'm not going to go into this and suck the game's toes. If the game's dog water, then the game's dog water. But a lot of Metroid fans aren't a fan of it from what I know. I know very loose information because I've been trying to not spoil this. And it was a financial reason why I didn't get it day one. But a lot of people are mad about Miles Mackenzie. I don't think it's going to bother me that much because I kind of liked the different hunters in Metroid Prime 3. I have not played Other M. I don't think Other M's exist, like, heavily reliance on other characters existing ruins the idea of characters existing in Metroid for me. But anyways. So, here's the thing. 120 FPS or 4K. Neither of which you, the viewer, get to experience. So I'm going to switch between them. I'm probably mostly going to play this in 120 FPS. Also, this game has mouse mode support, right? Why don't I try playing this with that and see if I like it? I don't know if using a Joy-Con for mouse mode is going to be fun, but I will try it, and I will be honest with you if I like it or not. Graphics mode has been set to performance. Will automatically switch to quality mode when connected to a TV monitor that does not support 120 Hz, or when 120 Hz output is turned off in the console. Okay. I think this monitor that I have is 120 Hz. If I'm going to be real with you, though, the difference between 60 FPS and 120 is very minuscule to me. I went to a friend's birthday party like a week and a half ago, and there he had another friend there who told me the Switch 2 was shit because they prioritized 120 FPS and they should have gone higher, and I'm not joking. I don't really see... I mean, it does look smooth, but I can't really tell you the difference between 60 and FPS and 120 myself. Musically, sounds great. How's the volume of this game? Should I turn it up, down? What do we think? Right now it looks fine to me. So I want you guys to hear the music if it's really good. What's the reason to care about anything past 60? I think it mostly comes down to a game feel thing, from what I understand. The image on the left to be barely visible. Well, on my left monitor, it's not visible at all right now, but it is barely visible here. So, dual stick or pointer. Motion for mouse, aiming, and camera. Switch to mouse controls by placing it down. Well, so both of these can do mouse. I guess maybe the dual stick? Yeah, I don't want to play with the pointer controls. A lot of other Metroid fans will tell you that the Wii pointer controls for Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 were, like, perfect. So here's my thing. I play at a computer desk, and when I had the sensor bar, it was pretty close to me, which means the sensor bar doesn't work too well. I understand if you play at a TV and you're at the proper distance of a TV, it works a lot better. But from what I understand, and from my memory of Prime 1, 2, and 3, which I streamed years ago, I didn't care too much for the pointer and would lose a lot of connection. Is this going to automatically advance? Yes, indeed. I didn't read that at all. Good. It is believed the space pirates are being controlled by Metroids that have the ability to fuse with other life forms and control their minds. Now, on planet Tanamar, in the Desolan system, another Federation research facility is being attacked. Galactic Federation HQ received their distress call and dispatched Samus, who was on a reconnaissance mission nearby. Alrighty, I'll tell you what. I like this game's soundtrack. Alright, I'm gonna tell you one thing immediately, looking at this game. I can't tell you if it's the 120 FPS or just 60, but the insanely smooth frame rate right off the heels of Titans of the Tide, which I've been playing more recently, this game looks very, very nice. I'm not too much of a slut for like hyper-realistic graphics. I don't need them. But from what I've seen of this game, the very little I've seen, the mocap and the animation is like insanely well done, and I don't see enough people talking about that. But also, you know, I am trying to avoid stuff, so I guess there is that. I'm just seeing very surface level impressions mostly. I know there's a desert people don't care for too much. Oh, also, on the note of the desert, cool. On the note of the desert, I have the fix to the desert problem with the bike and the music. I think it's incredibly lame that you need the amiibo, but Megan bought me the amiibo, so I have it. Okay, immediately, I mean, it controls like you would think it would. My issue is I don't know if the Joy-Con is necessarily the most comfortable form of a mouse there ever was. I also have to press, like, the B button. Can you, like, plug in a USB mouse? Is that a thing you can do with the Switch 2 in this game? How are you immune?
They're up to something.
Yeah, what's up?
We've been getting hit from the air. They've got heavy artillery hanging right over our heads.
Ain't no thing.
Samus, you saved us.
I can't believe it. It's Samus. It's really her.
You need a dock? Well, I mean, of course I have a dock. You used one for Mario Paint. I guess the question is, if I used a mouse, would I lose functionality? Because yeah, I mean the A and B buttons, like that's the Y button that puts me in ball. B causes me to jump.
We need immediate. Samus, you made it. Command needs you to
Remember
secure a
me?
sensitive artifact. Uploading coordinates now.
I recognize those sound
Scan
effects.
the door and head through.
I mean, Prime 1 Remastered was already a very fantastic looking game. Map data for this area has been downloaded. Press minus to open the map screen. Alright. Let's see if this is any more, like, user-friendly. Already it kind of looks pretty much more the same, but we'll see. Again, I don't intend to stream this whole game. You're just getting my first impressions with this stream. Unless people are like, actually, I really, really want to see that. But I think for me, I'm gonna really enjoy just playing this on my own. Galactic Federation Gate, composed of 3 shock-resistant, reinforced alloy panels and a central sensor. It will unlock if the sensor detects beam exposure or an explosive impact. Okay. So you can fire with ZL or with the A button, whichever you prefer. You can also do bombs with regular... Or sorry, did I say ZL? I meant ZR. I'm using my right hand. I'm sure I could probably also use this left-handed if I wanted to, though. Actually, can I? No. Actually. No, you can't. I love the fucking... the tin filter over their voices. It sounds like they were like, hey, can you speak into this Pepsi can for me for this line? Oh, stream got restricted again on TikTok just now. I don't know why that happens. Wow. Big man. This is what happened to Big Man after the end of Splatoon 3. Feel old yet? So considering I already play this game at a desk, the mouse controls, not too bad. Again, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I think the Switch 2 Joy-Con mouse is a neat concept for accessibility, or just another option or way to play the game. Oop, wrong button. And I'm sure you can get some insanely precise movement stuff out of this. I don't think you necessarily need to play this game in mouse controls, but I do find most first-person shooters are at their best with a proper mouse and keyboard. And this is kind of like a middle ground almost, because it's mouse and analog stick. So you get full 3D movement with the analog stick, plus full 3D aiming with the mouse. On paper, cool idea. I just don't know if the shape of the Joy-Con is right. That's my only concern with it, without having played a lot of it. This will be why you will skip out on Splatoon 4. Why? Because of mouse controls? You think it's going to turn too sweaty? Maximum energy capacity increased by 100. Open the menu with minus and check the inventory.
Get the artifact into the hangar now!
Already giving me another E-tank. Yeah, I don't really think Metroid Prime games have ever been like that hard. Prime 3 was difficult. Also, didn't I play Prime 3 on hard mode, though? Like, straight out the gates? I remember dying a lot in Prime 3. I did. Federation lock-on gate. Use the lock-on ability on the central sensor to reveal 4 free aim sensor targets. Shooting the free aim sensors will then unlock the gate. Universal Object Analyzer identifies and classifies unknown materials. Uses both radiation measurement and microflux X-ray scans. Prime 2 had a lot of hidden shit. I did die a lot in Prime 2 as well, actually. I played that on normal mode, I think. Prime 2 was difficult, but it was a different kind of difficult.
Samus, Alpha Squad is expecting you in the hangar.
I remember the final boss was really annoying. Oh, I see. Is there Here's something I've got a question for regarding the accessibility. Tutorials, control scheme, camera, cursor. There we go. Stick sensitivity. Let's increase that just a little. I don't know how much that's really going to change, but okay. Feels a little better. Metroid Prime 1 Remastered had a lot of control scheme options. You could play this game with separated Joy-Con, with a traditional, like, twin stick. You could play it where it kind of mimics the way the game played on GameCube. Wait, I just did the scan right. There we go. Couldn't remember how to do it for a second there. Still a little slow on that version of the lock-on, but look, it's the Beyond.
Now!
Careful! I need to secure this thing.
We're out of time. Let's go!
I haven't been spoiled on any of the bosses in this, which I'm really excited for.
Uh-oh. The Metroids aren't gone yet.
And that is Metroid Fusion. They look like the elites from Halo. A little bit, yeah, actually. Oh, this is Metroid Fusion. What the hell? Like, not the game, but like, it is a fusion of Metroid. I can now shoot them in the Metroid titty. Is there, double press B or L? Okay. Can also do B. Alright. L will probably be my go-to for that. Okay. Or maybe B, I don't know. We'll see. Usually missiles are the way to go for attacks. I remember in my first couple of playthroughs of Prime 1, I didn't take nearly enough use of missiles as an attack. Like, I always tried to save them. Which led to boss fights going on for fucking centuries. Centuries of thrust. It's a nice meaty new Samus sound. You really, it makes you feel like the Samus. Makes you feel like Metroid herself. Come here, bitch. Show me that. Show me that belly button. Ooh. Where is my missile count? Oh, it's on the screen on the left. I see it. Oops. Control failure. Whoa! I saw some like really die-hard Metroid fans who got to play this game at like PAX or whatever, like before it was out, were kind of upset with the opening of this game because they thought that it meant the entire game would be an action game. From what I understand, that does not hold up in the final release, and it's really just this opening segment. But we'll see. Again, I don't need to defend the corporation, you know, like it if you like it, don't like it if you don't like it, you know? But also, I don't know, just for some reason I haven't agreed with people on their, like, impressions. Like, purely talking on an impressionist level. Like before the game even came out. This game takes place between 3 and 4? What, you mean like Metroid 3 and 4 between Super and Fusion? I think the entire Prime series has been like that, hasn't it? There he is. I have not played Metroid Prime Hunters, so I don't know much about Silex. I've also heard people who have played this game don't know much about Silex. Oh, it's between Fusion and Dread, so that'd be Metroid 4 and 5 then. And he's already dead.
Uh-oh.
Super Metroid is Metroid 3.
Uh-oh, botch job.
I still have not streamed Metroid 2 in any form yet. I'm waiting to see if that 3DS version ever gets ported, but I may play Metroid 2 through AM2R if that is something I can find. I'm sure it's out there somewhere if I looked for it. Chrono Tower. No, I don't think that's what that game was called. I think it was called Chrono Trigger. I was reorganizing my shelf recently. Oh man, I lost my systems? No way. No way am I starting a Metroid game with no items. Nuh-uh! Nuh-uh! You can't prove that! Oh, I can't even shoot. Wow. Oh wait, yes I can. That was the missile button. I can morph ball. Can I morph ball jump? Probably when I get bombs. Spring ball. I tried to shake the controller. Wow. Just got scanned by the nut. Interesting formation. By the way, right there is where you're looking for. If you know, you know. So, the nut is showing me the way. What was the name of that little ball fella that floated around in the library of Halo? This is very reminiscent of that. Analysis implies this is a mechanoid variant. Local database contains no matches for its materials or technology. Statue of Shovel Knight. Composed of an unknown material, local database contains no matches for the material's geometric signature. Wheatley? Wrong game. Close enough, though. That is a door, Samus. Alright, I'm gonna give my arms some rest. I'm gonna play this with analog sticks now. It is just... What is nice about mouse mode with both this and with, like, using it on the home menu for the Switch 2 is it is as simple as just put it on the table or lift it up and then it's in the different modes. You don't have to, like, press a button to go between mouse mode and non-mouse mode. It just kind of happens. Pressing all the buttons. Yeah, no jump. No jump right now. Silk Song's DLC is going to be underwater. I have not played Silk Song yet. As you saw, or maybe you didn't see, but it was one of the games that I picked up I'll get to it sometime next year, I think. Not sure if I'm gonna stream it though. I really liked Hollow Knight. It was not the greatest game of all time like some people have made it out to be. But also I can understand how some people would feel that way. Maybe it's just my taste at that point. But from what I understand, Silk Song is like harder and longer, which is a recipe for me not liking it. So we'll see. I'll play it one day. Where am I going? Sorry, maybe I should have been paying more attention. How long do you think Team Cherry is gonna wait to make the game, though? Or, like, how long is it gonna take them? 2025 was the year of getting a bunch of games that took fucking forever to come out, except for GTA 6. Lol. I have no interest in GTA at this current moment, so that's fine with me. But also, at the same time, I'm like... We got Mario Kart World, which, you know, say what you want about the game. I'm just on the note of, like, a new Mario Kart has been, like... We've been waiting since, what, 2014? What else was this year? Obviously, this was a big one. This was an 8-year wait. Silk Song was 7 years. Air Riders? Yeah, I would say Air Riders was another one. Because I personally, and a lot of my friends, like during Nintendo Directs, would be like, an Air Ride sequel would be sick! But like, in the bottom of our hearts, we never really felt like that was gonna be a thing. But yeah, but in 3D DK, yeah, I can see that. Hello. Well, are you made out of 3D? Like, not 3DS 3D, but like regular 3D? Oh. I could see your spleen! Nintendo Switch Welcome Tour? Yeah, I think that qualifies. I was really looking forward to that one. Well, I'd say Bonanza on the note of just a DK in general. Because, yeah, that was another one where, like, we got ports of previous games. Like, sure, 3D DK is cool in and of itself, but... And was arguably a longer wait, but... Yeah, Tropical Freeze was the more recent game before Bonanza. And we got the remake of that, and we got the port, really, of that, and the port of the 3DS version that was mixed, to say the least, of Returns. The report of Return. Donkey Kong Country returns just a little bit. Our savior, we give you this. The Psychic Crystal releases the latent psychic powers residing within you and enables interacting with psychic technologies using your visor. Press A and ZR to fire a psychic beam. Press X to use psychic visor. Mindfuck! Open the menu with minus and check the inventory for more information. Whoa. It's essentially just a new scan beam, right? Or scan visor, rather. Psychic Assembler forms objects by bonding ore module nanomachines floating... nanomachines, son! Throughout the environment, operated using psychic energy. I didn't realize this was a fucking a sequel to that series, the Metal of the Gears. Statue is made of humozonite, depicting a lemurn. Its forehead has a crystal design. Subject identified as a priest, able to manipulate psychic energy. Oh, I see. So because now I have psychic powers, now there is nothing I cannot know. Chrono Tower Gate disassembles and reassembles in response to psychic energy. Its front and back sides both react, however, there are one-way versions as well. Great. Open. Open! It's the Halo. Elevator to Chrono Tower Pinnacle enabled. Touch the hologram to activate. Yeah. Take me now, God. My time is now. Yes. This looks like a boss arena if I've ever seen one. Hello. Chatoyant Valoon. The last surviving priest of the Lemon. You are the chosen one, foretold in ancient prophecy. This is just Metroid Prime 2 again. By preserving our history and knowledge for the future, the Lemon spirit will keep on living. I don't know. I never know if I'm supposed to voice act the spoken dialogue when it's clearly just like they're speaking a different language. I'll read the subtitles. It's fine. Wow. That's the power of eating a healthy breakfast every day. Oh my god, my eyes. What is this shit? Oh man. This game on the substance, the funny substance, would be insane-o shit. Did you call them the Last Lemons? Yeah, that's the name of their race. They're very sour people. Much like Metroid fans. Alright, that was an easy joke, sorry. Oh, my beams are different too. Huh. Alright. I mean, let's take a look. I know for you, when I change this won't make much of a difference, but... Oh, that was weird. I saw her eyes. I'm sure someone's mad about her eyes for some reason in this game. I'll scan the bike later. There's no need to do that right now. Let's see. I wanted to change the visuals. quality and see how this looks. Oh man, is it placebo that I'm like maybe slightly noticing the frame rate? But it's so minuscule. I mean, again, for you, no matter what I do, Twitch and YouTube both don't support 120 FPS, not even for the VOD. So, best I can do is like for the VOD, I guess I could do a higher resolution, but I've stopped doing that because it was taxing my PC. I have a 2K monitor, so I can't fully take advantage of the 4K thing. I do have a 4K TV screen, but that's not in here, so. Great. I'm gonna put it back to 120. Is there any, like, ghosting or, like, weird visual effect that's happening from me playing this in 120? Like, does anything look weird on your end, even though it's 60 FPS? Like I said, no matter which of those settings I use, it's gonna make no difference to you. Twitch really should get on that shit for allowing people to use higher bit rates. Would be nice. Vibrate! Wait, can I do that again? That was fun. Vibrate! Yeah! Yeah, actually, it's the Kako demon from Doom. That's the last of the main dudes in this game. Is that what they're called? I forget. I've only played the original Doom. And I spent 20 minutes in the first room because I am dumb. No, I've since been told, like, I'm not alone in, like, if you play Doom 6, like the original Doom, not 64, on original hardware or, like, just the original version of Doom without, like, a texture pack or something, that is pretty commonly confusing to play in this day and age. Huh? So in the first room of Doom, there's a locked door that you can't get out of because there's a button on a wall, but it just kind of looks like a weird texture. It's also like behind a pillar, so you have to move into a very specific corner of the room to even see it. And when I first played Doom on stream, I was streaming to a small enough crowd that no one really knew what to do. Or there was no one there, I don't remember. But I remember being stuck there for like genuinely 20 minutes. Being like, huh? And I felt so stupid when I finally figured it out. I think I looked it up, but I'm spoiled by modern graphics and, you know, things being pretty easily telegraphed. I have to wonder, though, like, even back in the day, how many people got stuck on that. Especially back in the day, because there was not really a lot like it, you know? Also, can I ask a question? I'm not trying to be, like, contrarian or anything, but just, like, are there people who look at this and is like, this isn't, like, really visually stunning? Also not trying to suck the game's cock, but just like, I mean, I guess there's some texture trees down there. But I mean, just like, what's directly in front of me visually? This is... You could fool me into thinking this was a PS5 game. And from what I understand, Switch 1 version doesn't look that much worse. I mean, that's just credit to where it's due. Retro is fantastic at doing this shit. Again, Prime 1 Remastered, I will say. I never streamed that, but I played it through in full on my own. Really, really love Prime Remastered. It's been, I think, like 5 or 6 years since I streamed through Prime. Actually, probably longer than that. I think I streamed that in the same year Smash Ultimate came out, so yeah, that would have been 2018. It has been a while since I've streamed Prime 1. That would be a fun revisit, maybe one day. I've got a lot of Metroidvanias on the stream list right now. So I'm not, like, dying for one, but when the mood strikes, that may be something you see. I'm not even gonna say, like, oh, check it out in 2026, because that might be a thing for Beyond in 2026. 2027. Get it? Beyond? Metroid Prime 4. Funny guy! Ah, he said the words! What is on the list? Oh boy, where do I start? Okay, for one, the list is metaphorical. There's not actually a list. Mote socket. Receptacle that takes a psychic mote. A spherical coalescence of psychic energy that acts as a key. Large Lamorn. Psychic lock. Psychic ability seal variant. Unlocked by placing psychic energy mote spheres into the receptacle. What's on the list? Well, I'll tell you... So here's the thing. I can tell you a bunch of games that I'm interested in playing, but I couldn't tell you when I'm streaming them because it comes down to my mood when I have an opening. So I'll tell you what I got coming up in 2026, but, you know, I mentioned on the Discord we're gonna start Wario World, because that's on NSO, and I like that game, so that's a reason to play it. We're gonna obviously finish Deltarune's chapters 3 and 4, and then probably 5 when that comes out. Scoutbot emits ultrasonic waves from overhead to detect the map positions of the valuables in the area. An electric shock will open it. I probably need a different beam for that then. Let's see. Amazing Mirror? Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things that's on the metaphorical list where it's like... The quote-unquote metaphorical list is like games that I will consider streaming, but I have no direct plans to play. But my direct plans for early 2026... Calamity Mod for Terraria. Wario World. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, because I owe Terraria and that for the last pull. And the rest of Deltarune, of course. Okami is now done, so we're done with that. No need to worry about that next year. Partners in Time, I'm curious if I'm gonna like it or not. Didn't like Brothership, might not like Partners in Time, but I will try it and play it on its own merits. We will also be waiting for Tmod Loader to be updated. Well, I mean, it gets directly updated on the Terraria community posts anyways, so I hope it's not too long. If it is gonna be, like, okay, here's the thing. If it's like February and Tmod Loader isn't updated yet, then I'll probably just start playing it in the more recenter version, whatever the fuck is available. Glove. No glove, no love. The reason why I kind of want to wait for 1.4.5 and its Tmod loader to be out is because there's a lot of shit being added and changed in 1.4.5, including a lot of quality of life stuff for the game, which I'm sure the Calamity mod also includes some of that stuff. But if I'm gonna play through all of Terraria again, I know, like, on its own, it's pretty different to play the Calamity mod, but I also want, like, the base game stuff to be new, too. Enable remote manipulations of psychic motes and psychic objects. Switch to the psychic visor and hold ZL to grasp a target. They can then be manipulated with R and R. Open the menu with minus and check the inventory for more information. Give it that mote. Give me that mote. Yeah, no, I mean, Calamity has an update next year as well. The thing is, I could be waiting in perpetuity for, like, everything to be fully up to date at the same time. I'm just gonna play it eventually, you know? At some point, I just need to draw the line and be like, this is where the game, this is the state of the game when I'm playing this, you know? I just don't want it to be, like, invalidated by, like, huge quality of life changes that come out, like, 4 months later, you know? Coneberry, male form of a plant that continuously emits pollen. The pollen is uncommonly light, enabling it to float for long durations with very little airflow. Coneberry, huh? What else is on the metaphorical list? I mean, I'll show you this. Here, I'll take a break for a moment to show you something. I have, where is it? This page. Anything on this list is on the metaphorical list to be streamed at some point, with no particular order here on, like, what's going to be streamed when. Just ideas. And that's just what's on Switch. Obviously, I have other things available to me as well, including retro games. If I wanted to, like, never play new releases, I could play that page of games for the rest of 2026. Like, there's no need for me to get anything else. I need balls. Know your balls. Yesterday I had Christmas with my dad. And, he asked me to, like, help him with something with, like, the dinner he was making. So as I stood up, I was like, oh, my bones! And both Megan and my dad's girlfriend were like, the fuck you just say? You say, ow, my balls? I said, no, my bones, I'm old. I'm 27, almost 28. I'm old, I'm a fossil. Not really, but that did happen. Psychic container stores items prepared by the last lemon priest to be given the chosen one. I'm just gonna call them lemon now. Opened using telekinesis. Grasping the node and moving it along the displayed path releases the lock. The container will then vanish. Oh man. This is almost like the motion controls of Prime 3. Is that just another E-Tank already? Jesus. I'm not gonna judge because I feel like it didn't take too long to get multiple E-Tanks in the original Metroid Prime, but that does feel very fast. Hopefully things do a lot of damage to kind of make up for it. Listen, I'm not looking for this to be like the most challenging game of my life. Hard mode is interesting that it's an option after you beat the game. Do kinda wish it was available from the get-go. Maybe one of the amiibo does that, I don't know. Probably, actually. What are the 3 amiibo functions? One gives you the cutscene for what you would normally get for 100%ing the game, without needing to 100% it. I think that's the Samus one does that. The bike, which I have, and is the only one of these amiibos I have. The bike gives you music while you're riding the bike, which, again, what a fucking strange decision to have it just be, like, pretty much silent. from what I understand, while you're on it, without that amiibo. That's like bordering what the fucking Zelda and Loftwing amiibo do in Skyward Sword HD, where it's like too good of a feature. Re-resin fossilized by chemical reaction. Though roughly as firm as rock minerals, it can be destroyed with explosive force. There's an ending hidden behind hard mode. Really? Well, here's what I can tell you. Since hard mode is something that gets unlocked from beating the game, if I do, in fact, do the... I'm gonna stream this game in a future year from now, what I can then say is hard mode will most likely be unlocked by then. I imagine I'm gonna finish this playthrough. I mean, first impressions, this is a Metroid Prime game. It plays like one. A lot of people were oddly suspicious of Retro to be able to bring it back, but, I mean, plays like one to me, anyways. Now, it should be stated, I am a relatively new Metroid fan. I've streamed my entire experience with this franchise. That's how new I am to it. Prime 1 was pretty much my first exposure to it. And I had tried to play through it a few times, but never finished it until I eventually streamed through it. Bug. Damn. This place is brutal. Is that Yggdrasil? Yggdrasil! I mean, so far the environments of this game are fantastic. The other thing that really doesn't really bother me too much, though, from what I understand about the chatty characters, and that I'm sure will be a huge contention point for many people, and that's fine if you don't like it. I'm not telling you you're wrong for that, but what I will tell you is that for me, and what I understand, is that they aren't, like, constantly following you around. So I'm cool with a Metroid game that maybe tries something different. Because, like, every Metroid game is all about, like, the isolation, right? And that's the main thing that critics of it are hitting on. But, for me, we've had so many Metroid games that did the isolation thing, and they do it really well. But, I don't think it means that they need to, like, restrict themselves. Oh. And so it begins. Let's see how I feel about it.
You're alone on a planet.
Win?
With no hope of survival. But you're also not sitting next to Phil anymore in that cubicle, so...
Win?
Win? Oh. Okay.
More than anything, I'm just impressed with the animation on this dude.
Samus? Samus Aran? Hey! Hey, Samus Aran! Oh, stop! Help me out! Oh. Please get me down. I'll just stay right here. Try not to die. Hey, watch it!
That one was for you, Metroid fans. Okay. What do I do here? He could jump. If he breaks his ankles, that will please the community. Do it. Do it for the vine!
Oh! I think it's working! Shoot some more!
Get it? Samus could catch him. He's very strong.
Okay,
No, you don't. Listen to this music. I miss my missiles.
Oh no, there's too many of them.
Yeah, but it's no Apodos from Sonic Racing Crossworlds. That's the real best song of 2025. Ah, fuck. I like these guys. I didn't scan them. Shit. I should have scanned them.
Oh, great job. Now help me down.
Could I have shot these in the middle of that fight, actually? What if that was a way to, like, quick kill? Actually, probably. There was a couple that were, like, hanging off of it.
We're good. Okay. I'm coming down. Thank you, Samus.
His suit probably could have saved him from the fall anyways.
Mackenzie, engineer level 4. I have something for you. Hold on, I gotta manually override this. These X7s tend to stick a little. Come on. You know, shooting me isn't gonna get this to open any faster.
Cock blast. I would have loved it if that just crushed him. There we go. You beg and you shall receive. This is a power pose. Missile launch function has been restored. Press R to launch an explosive missile with target tracking capabilities.
Just a little token of my appreciation.
Stereo mixing is good in this game, by the way. Actually appears in your left ear.
So, where to? It might be a good idea to check the map and get our bearings. Ouch! Hey, watch it!
Can't crouch in this game, so you can't quite line it up for the cock blast, but...
Please stop! Can we climb over the ship?
Boosting feels inconsequential. What are you talking about? Boosting. Samus can, like, boost up? Oh, wait. Probably want to go this way, don't we? Oh, you're playing Mario Kart. Yeah, I mean... I think Mario Kart in general, the strategy is a lot less obvious and a lot less there. That's why I like World so much, not World, Sonic Racing Crossworlds so much. As I feel like that game is actually really good at being like your skill is directly correlated to your performance on the game. Whereas Mario Kart in general, I mean, obviously your skill will play a part in that, but I feel like a lot more of it is, and this is just a Mario Kart thing in general, based more on your item pulls and whether or not you get hit by a blue shell 5 times or not. Using her mind power, Samus can open doors. This is weird to do with a mouse. I don't quite like doing that with a mouse. The Morn device for saving behavioral records. Also, fully restores energy and ammunition. Something I think Mario Kart World really needs for me is they added the custom items, which is nice, so I can now disable items or enable only the ones I care about. Whoops. Now I just need 200cc. Because I feel like 150cc feels so fucking slow to me. So, I think the main critique people have about Miles McKenzie in particular, and I don't know about the other fellas that follow you around. I genuinely know nothing aside from the fact that there are other characters besides him that will follow you for brief segments like this. But from what I understand, the big gripe people have with this guy is that he's written like a Marvel. And by that I mean, he's like, whoa, that did not just happen. Which, you know, is also an issue kind of plaguing the games industry right now. Is there's a lot of, like, what was that game? Viewfinder? Or like, adding a character like that does nothing for the game. We will see how I feel when the full release, or well, this is the full release, but after I play more of the game. But my current thought is, with something like Viewfinder, I'm like, yeah, that type of character literally serves no purpose. And you could take that out of the game and it would be perfectly fine. And you could argue that with this as well, I suppose, because especially Prime 1 does a really good job at making a fun game without any story, really. But, again, like what I said before, I like that they're trying something different, and I also like, just like, hearing other people's perspective about the world I'm in. Like, if Samus was the one saying the things that Miles is, then I would be a lot more concerned. This bridge paves the way to the Temple of Memory. Those Lamorn who follow the path will come to the altar connecting past and the present.
Can you read that?
Yeah.
Hey, does that say anything about this place?
Once again, that is the spot you're looking for, by the way.
Must be a sacred space.
I don't think it's supposed to move down into there like that, though. Well, we left him behind. Oh well.
I've never seen anything like this. It's beautiful.
Maybe I can get my scan.
I'm just gonna stay out of your way. You let me know when it's clear.
Hey. Jungle Griever. Grievo variant of this area can leap across great heights to climb trees quickly. It has an extremely aggressive disposition and will use its arms and claws to attack its enemies at close range. When at a distance, it will spit poison at its sweet liquid hot poison. What if I scanned Miles McKenzie and then all the scan visor said was cringe? Ah. Wrong button.
Moving up.
He can die? Excellent. Ancient stone bridge. I don't care about the bridge. I want to scan this fucker. Miles McKenzie, primarily responsible for golem maintenance at the UTO Research Center. Skilled in operating, repairing, and modifying computers and machinery. Oh, why am I bowl? Oh, and they said Samus would never be bowling. Like, here the fuck she is. Ow. Good for you. Get an E-tank. Oh, shit. You get the bad ending if you let only Miles McKenzie die. I've been told.
This is the last stretch. I'm going for it. Cover me.
Hang on, I was taking in the sights, motherfucker. Hello? Anyone here played this game, or have you all just kind of watched gameplay? I'm curious about something. But I guess I would need, like, your input if you've actually played the game or not. I was gonna say, who has experienced this game and used the mouse controls from a couch?
I wasn't sure we were gonna make it. Thank you, Samus.
I've used the mouse controls on, like, the main menu.
I'm good. I'm okay.
For the Switch, and, like, it works fine enough, I guess. Just, like, using the couch as the mouse pad. You cannot be bothered to buy it. It seems like a strong statement. But, you know, again, it's not for everyone, and that's totally cool. Psychic sensor. Receives psychic energy and conducts it into the linked apparatus. Give me the ball. George, hand me the ball.
I have no idea what we're doing, but it feels like it's working.
Ancient Lamorn object with a plant motif has socket for 2 motes. There's missiles here. Yoink. I'm wondering if there's gonna be more to the psychic stuff than all of this. Or if it's just gonna be guide this thing over here, or move this lever in this specific shape. Gate lock structure built into the Lamorn shrine. Traces of psychic energy emanate from its center.
It did work.
What is this? Hope that the next Direct has a Mario platformer. I think... well, are you talking like 3D Mario? Because, I mean, we're getting Wonder Switch 2 version. Which, there's apparently going to be some single-player content for that, that we don't yet know a lot about. So I'm curious about that. They showed, like, the Koopalings. That was kind of it. Which, you know, Monkey's Paw, some people were like... When they saw Bowser Jr. be the only boss in that game, they're like, I'd rather have the Koopalings. So Nintendo said, real shit? Okay, we can do that. So now the Koopalings are back, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. Psychic Charge Beam. Shots launched while using Psychic Visor can be controlled. Switch to Psychic Visor and press and hold A and ZR to charge, then release the button to launch a maneuverable control beam. It also had Rosalina. That is true. I think people... It didn't directly show her, but, like, people spotted her. I agree, though. BJ being the only boss was lame. Like, wonder effects on, like, some of the different bosses would have been insane. Aperture containing a switch linked to a psychic lock. Psychic energy will trip the switch and open the lock. How do I do this again? Is it just firing a missile while in this mode? Wait. I just fucking read how to do it and then I gorgor. Galfed? Wonder effects with Kamek would have been awesome. True. Yeah, I think the Wonder Flower in Wonder, it's really, really good in the levels. It had more potential for the bosses. Control beam. Switch to Psychic Visor. Press and hold A to charge a shot. Oh, okay. Just a charge shot while in this. Okay. And then this is the Bubble Blast from SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Kinda. Oop. That was just me fucking with it. Okay, you can control the beam. Which this seems like a neat concept to me. I'm curious where this will go. I do remember seeing this in the previews.
That door just opened all by itself.
Correct! All by itself. Not me.
No way. A Mark 99 mech? I'd recognize that frame anywhere.
Big
Mark
shot.
99 mech, this is Samus Aran. Bounty hunter? You know her. She's famous. You look very familiar. Betsy? What are you doing here? I worked on her back at base. I'll take a few scans.
Big old Betsy!
Maybe we can come back here and get her. Poor baby. She's torn apart. If we could find the missing pieces, I bet we could get her up and running again.
Galactic Federation Heavyweight Class Golem Mech, a bipedal manned MK-99 war mech, primarily piloted by Federation androids. Several critical components missing or damaged, non-operational.
I poured my heart and soul into that mech.
The container, durable and ideal for tactical assets such as weapons. Only extremely powerful explosions can destroy them. Super missiles?
Reconfiguration of a suit. Oh, fascinating.
Yeah, probably. Or power bombs. Probably. Alright, bye, Miles. And we've ditched him. That lasted 20 minutes. Game's ruined, actually. Worst game ever. 20 minutes of that, dude. He said maybe 12 things to... Oh, no, he's still here. Never mind. The game is bad.
This planet's tech is up.
Control system built by the Lamorn, used in the machine era.
Marvel.
Hey, don't say that. Don't say Marvel.
I want to poke around, but decoding the language will take weeks without a translation.
The voice acting is good. I think that I'm really happy that this game doesn't have really cheesy voice acting. And it doesn't have really flat voice acting either. Like Prime 1, Prime 3 had some voice acting. And it was okay.
So, Samus, would you give it a try? Did I fix it?
You did. Good job. You gotta do the hand thing. Ah! Oi!
You can interface with their tech, which means you can understand it, which means you've received translation data, which opens up a world of possibilities. Once I get this working, we can use this tech to our advantage.
I love how she says nothing to him.
Access to your logs. Oh, this data chip. You think it'll work? Wow, that is fascinating. Thank you. We'll put this here. Let's see. This should do the trick. All right, look at that! We got power! Well, one door's still locked, the other one is malfunctioning. Hey, but it's progress!
Hey!
Okay, all this is gonna take a while to figure out, so I'm gonna stay here if you wanna scout ahead.
Psychic powers are their excuse for Samus being mute. She just talks in his mind. I don't know if you're just like bullshitting right now, but that would be a very funny reason. I think they probably made her silent because that's just kind of her character typically. Except for other but no, we're not talking about that. Activates any linked devices with a concussive blast and is detected within. The illumination indicates it's online. Oh god, what if I like this game so much that, like, I start having, like, cringe cope confessionals, and, like, I then, like, I interact as, like, a priest to you, and then you tell me your deep, dark secrets, and then someone starts telling me that, like, Other M wasn't a bad game, and they start whispering sweet little nothings in my ear, and then I play the game, and then I like that one. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday!
I'll be here.
Happy birthday to you! Wait, what am I doing? Oh, that's my base camp right now. Okay. I don't think backtracking is what I need to do right now. What is that? That's another save station. We've already made some good, like, exploration progress. Oh, excuse me. I don't think I need to go that way. Let's see. What do we have here? Circular aperture, presumably used for ventilation. No blockages detected on the other side. Oh, I think I know. This is gonna be a weird one to get used to, I think. Like, remembering that I have this ability. No? Maybe if I open the door from this side. Yeah, that was it. Open the door, get on the floor. Holy fucking shit.
Fix it? Don't!
No! No, don't shoot me! No! Oh, why? See ya. Alright, Miles definitely can't come through here. We've officially left him behind. Unless they just find ways to teleport him forward. Ancient era altar with plant motif. Designed to unfold. Analysis implies there is a way to trigger it to open. Speed crawl would be funny. What if they answer the question, why can't Metroid crawl, with allowing Miles to crawl? The one thing we always wanted was for Metroid herself to crawl. And now this motherfucker gets to do it? Sculpture of a prominent lemon priest. Inscription reads, Kauvahanda. Guitar. Welcome to our temple. This is the Temple of Memory. From the beginning, Lamo and priests recorded our history in this sacred tree by offering prayers. Behold. They look like water dragons. Yeah, I like these guys' design. Our legacy is preserved with... Born from this tree is memory fruit. Legacy compiled within the tree will be inherited to the memory fruit. For the memory fruit to grow, you must seek the green energy crystals, which have been scattered throughout the planet. Now, I've heard of this. Green energy crystals, deposit them, we place our faith in you. The Chaos Emerald! Please carry the memory fruit to a new world. Stretch stairs. We do not have any green crystals to deposit. Yeah, I think I've played a few games like this before. Yeah, I think I'm familiar with it.
You know me, the fighting freak knuckle.
Feel it in my feet! Hello? Hemispherical metal lid that can open and close. Psychic energy detected inside. Analysis implies it works in conjunction with the pressure platform. He's gotta hit all three in one concussive blast. It looks like it can take up to 3 hits. That's cool. No, I like what this game's setting up so far with the new abilities. The psychic things to move things around is, like, less interesting, but that one in particular is cool. I'm just wondering, like, how many different abilities are in this? I genuinely don't know. Psychic recording data playback device emits images and text recorded within a mote. These signals can be interpreted only by those who have psychic abilities. Alright, so give me your mote! The storage at its feet motes. Holds motes for making psychic recordings. Okay. So give. Open up! Okay, nope. So there's motes here, but... Oh, what do I do with this? How do I like drop it in? I mean, I can move it around, but what does that do for me? Spin. You spin me right around, baby, right around. Whee! This is, I think, the crystal shard from Kirby 64, I do believe. Okay. Great. Is this a thing for later or what? Alright. I might be too stupid to figure this out right now. I mean, it's lined up with that thing, so it seems like that would be... Am I moving something around here? No, doesn't seem like it. I'm just gonna come back. Unless there's nothing else I can do elsewhere. I think that might just be a thing for later. We've got nut. Spherical growth that the Onalt palm's rootstocks use to store nutrients. The outer skin is very durable, but it can be broken by a concussive blast, which is Metroid lingo for Morph Ball Bomb. Can it be also brought down by Big Missile? No. Not concussive enough. Just blasting. Then I started blasting. This is very nice looking. The greenery. This game's got good greenery. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, you fucking bitch. I think we had to fucking work for it. Oh, here's a boss. Plantera.
Uh-oh.
Samus knows that the door closes behind her. It's boss time. Carvix. Do you know how to carve it? Huh, Carvix? Oh, this is also like, it does like time slowing as well. That's neat. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Hey, I got 15 missiles total.
Shoot you in the belly!
It seems easy enough, right? Just do this. Oh no, you have to disable the armor first. Ouchie. Now you can full concussive blast. And then swing around, hit this guy. That's neat. Yeah, this is definitely Metroid Prime music. It's different. It's most definitely a different composer, but excuse me. I mean, that makes sense. How long has it been since the original Prime? That was 2002? Even though, yeah, this is retro, working on it. No way is, like, all of the original devs actually still there. Oh, you can just... You don't even need to do the homing missile. Though, actually, you might. Actually, I think you do. You need to destroy them, like, at the same time. Out. Excuse me. Accidentally opening that. Out. Alright. I don't know if there's a way to accelerate. Like the missile go faster while you're doing this, but that's fine enough. Still haven't actually got the scan off on this thing. There we go. Arvix, a giant carnivorous plant possessing consciousness, intelligence, and considerable physical strength. It is unable to communicate due to fusion with a Metroid. Destroying all tentacle-like vines will cause its protective leaves to briefly drop, exposing a body enveloped in only a thin mucous membrane. Note that the tentacles will quickly regenerate. The only way to delay the regeneration is to destroy them all at virtually the same time. That's not gonna do it. Just wanted to see. Out. Oh yeah, that did a pretty decent amount of damage to me, getting hit by that. Okay, one more phase. I'm gonna do 4 this time? I can only hit up to 3. No. This has these now in the way. So far, by the way, mouse controls, I guess I could see how it might not be perfect for everyone, but in my environment, at least, it works very well. The size of the Joy-Con itself is still like a small issue, but it's nothing like crazy that makes it like uncomfortable necessarily. I don't know, I kind of like it actually. But again, this game has so many options that like you don't need to use the mouse controls if you end up not liking it. Or if for some reason you're just like, nah,
Shooter is better with controller.
another psychic ability? And they're just laying on these things. Oh wait, no, Morpho Bomb. Psychic... Oh, Psychic Bomb? Okay. Psychic Bombs are usable only in Morph Ball mode. You've never had these before, Samus. Use up to 3 can be placed at a time. The concussive blast of Psychic Bombs damages objects and enemies and can be used to perform a bomb jump. Bombs can be given psychic mote properties by pressing and holding A and ZR. Let's get that scan. Teleports the chosen one to an alternate dimension. Oh. Teleporting turn. So you don't actually have to use the face buttons on the Joy-Con, I'm noticing. Well, that one... Is there another way to open that? No, that's not true. That's not true. You need to at least press X to open this visor. But you can shoot with ZR. Missiles with L. Sorry, just regular R. Clicking in the stick doesn't do anything. Y is Morph Ball. X is visor. So those, you need that. You can jump with L and then lock on with ZL. Your face buttons on the other Joy-Con don't seem to do anything, but that looks like it's going to be your different missiles. ZLSR doesn't do anything. Nope, okay. What are we doing? What's going on here? Duke, you want the ball? Stare into my mind. And now this is the ending of Metal Gear Solid 2, I believe. About to fight 17 Metal Gear Rays. Huh? Master Teleporter Key acquired. One of the keys required to activate the Master Teleporter in Chrono Tower. A total of 5 keys must be collected. Open the menu and press minus to check the inventory for more information. Alright.
Samus, do you copy?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Booyah! Long-range comms are back online. Oh, did you achieve your objective? There's something I want to talk about. Meet me in base camp?
Okay, now this is a genuine question. How much is he gonna, like, call me up and just chat with me? Because I was aware of the fact that he's only really with you for short bursts of time. But if he can call me throughout the entire game, and if he actually does do that, again, we'll see. We'll see. But I guess I could understand. Was this that shit from Xenoblade X? Oh, here we go. I can bounce. Waggle the Joy-Con to bounce. There might also be a button for that, but I don't know. Can you? No, that gets you out. B-A-X does it. Okay, no need to waggle, actually. Two ways to do it. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, after Samus unlocks the Master Teleporter ability, basically, she gains the ability to teleport whatever she can think of with her super mind right to her doorstep. So at any given moment, Samus can invoke her own sense of Uber Eats. Taco Baco? It's only a thought away. God, could you imagine the dystopian future that awaits us when we figure out psychic AI technology? Where, like, the AI knows that you just thought of Taco Bell, so it goes ahead and, like, buys it for you and, like, has it ordered to your house. Bye-bye money. Red relic ant. Primarily eats leaves from broadleaf trees, using its rear pincers to carry them. Forms a line with nestmates when traveling. There better be a good reason for Samus losing this. I'm gonna bet you, at the end of the game, they're gonna be like, all that psychic shit, she could only actually do that in the realm that we've been transported to. Because clearly, I can infer a little bit of what's going on with this story without fully knowing what's going on yet, but clearly what's happening is the fucking thing I called the Beyond earlier. That thing teleported us to some far-flung dimension or something, including all of the things that were in the immediate area. And then, yeah, so at the end of the game, or maybe the objective of the game is just getting out of this fuck dimension. Any reason to interact with this again? Oh, deposit the crystals, right, yeah. There you go. Yum, yum, yum. Eat up. Oh, get the banana. Great. and took its foreskin. Provided the energy converter with green energy crystals causes the altar to illuminate. This illumination will grow as the sacred tree absorbs more energy.
Illumination reference? Uh-oh. Minions. Is that Guru? Uh-oh.
Wait, hang on, where is it? I almost missed that. Gotta get all the missile expansions we can. Also, I've never 100%ed a Metroid Prime game before. I don't imagine this will be my first. So, let that also educate you for my stance on Metroid games in general.
Oh! Whoa! You are sneaky quiet, you know that? Hey, I'm glad you're back. That data you gave me earlier is really coming in handy. I've been able to translate the Lemorn language. This planet, Viros, doesn't appear on any of the known star charts. Might as well be a ghost. I tried sending out a distress signal, but there is no activity in this sector. It is eerily quiet. We could be anywhere. Or we could be nowhere. According to these maps, we shouldn't even be here. From what I gather, the only way off this planet is to retrieve 5 teleporter keys. Now, I'll do some digging to see if there's any way I can support you. Now that our comms are working, we should be able to share data. I can provide you with intel from here. What do you say? Teammates?
No.
Excellent. Hey,
She doesn't
stay safe
say
out there,
anything.
Samus. I'll be here if you need me.
You saw a minion vampire star in Kirby Air Riders earlier. My life would have been better if you didn't share that information with me. Now that I know that there are minion fans who are also Kirby Air Rider fans, I will now begin vomiting. Okay. Thanks. Life would have been better without that information. Okay, so now what? You got the Santa hat? I also have the Santa hat. It's so cute. I put it on a scarf, and a Scarfy got really angry. And oh damn, Scarfy. And then I gave it to Rick, and Rick was like, yeah, I fuck with this. Rick's based like that. Activates any link devices with a concussive blast. Oh, hey. There we go. Hey, it's me, the devil!
Be careful, Samus. You won't have me there to watch your back.
That's fine. What is this? Lemorn storage locker made of extremely durable Ikustan steel, making it impervious even to powerful weapons. It will open if a current is passed through the electrodes at both ends. Yeah? What do I do? Push it? Well, there's clearly like rails here. I'm wondering, is there anything I can do with this right now? I can lock onto it. Might be an ability for later. Whoa. Again, like the nature environments in this are especially great. That's something for later. Fungi morphology. Grass spore. Fungi variant. Its periosanctum is extremely hard and cannot be destroyed with a standard beam, but it will open up to release homing spores. What is this? Heat. Lamorne-made locking system. The lock can be removed only if exposed to extremely high temperatures. So, looks like we're getting our fire beam. Probably ice beam. And based on the context clues of electricity, maybe plasma beam as well. Just the Prime 1 stuff again. Wind beam! Cargo launcher activation switch. Activates when the sensor recesses at the top, detects a concussive vibration. Prime 2 had like a sound beam that was kind of cool. Sacred Tree of the Lemorn. Age estimated at over 6 millennia. Analysts indicate it has absorbed and stored massive amounts of psychic energy. Cargo launcher. Machine era cargo transport system uses ballistic technology to launch specially engineered capsules that are typically loaded with materials and goods. And goons! And goons! Don't forget about the goons!
And never forget about the goons.
My eyes! That just looks really nice. I like that. I like that. What's that over there? Wait, how do I do this?
Uh-oh, Gamer didn't figure it out right away. He needs the help of Miles McKenzie.
Float a psychic bomb in the air. Oh, I have to bomb jump up to that? Nuh-uh. No way that they're requiring bomb jumps. No. Well, it is asking me to be in this, but there's a different reason for that. I think. Hold. Oh. Oh. Owner of bomb jumping actually also works for that. But that is interesting. So you can pick up your morph pole bombs and throw them. I like that. That's neat. I fuck with it. Oh, what does this remind me of? Don't say New Super Mario Brothers. It reminds me of something else. Of Twilight Princess. Prime 2? Did you transport with cannons in Prime 2? I don't remember that. I'm not saying it didn't happen, I just don't remember. Between areas in the light world. I remember like walking from like the central area.
Uh-oh. Boring area alert. Uh-oh.
Mount Fuji. Pretty sure this is a Halo map. Confident. Absorb the green crystals. I am already fully aware
What you see in front of you is the entrance to the closest area with a teleporter key.
that I need to collect a shit ton of these.
Use the radio command.
And I guess there's a late game grind for them. Like, even if you're already aware from the get-go, you're still gonna have to grind somewhat. I'm just gonna get ahead of the game as much as I can. Surely, at least, being aware ahead of time reduces it a little. What do we got here? Energy supply storage unit. Tower for storing energy equipment for Soul Valley. Electrifying the lock on the lower part of the hatch will cause its release. Okay, so I don't have electric. So it must be the wind beam! Yeah, that's a cool little particle. Wind particle. God, this really does feel like a Halo multiplayer map. Like, it's massive, so maybe not quite in size, but just aesthetically. Oh god, I'm remembering the war! Oh! Actually, that's just a flash to what's happening in real time. This is basically Xenoblade 3, actually. And, time is slowly moving outside of this world. And this world is getting deteriorated. Hello there. Beep boop. Hello. Cybot Soldier. Basic model for Lamorn-made Cybot battle android. Typically equipped with laser cannon that hover thrusters. Oh. Are you missile immune? Does not appear to be the case. No, indeed not. You can very much be hit by the missile beam. Oh, yes. Very good. Get fucked, nerd. Yeah, you are a nerd. I bet you like Miles McKenzie in this game. Sorry, I'll stop being an insufferable asshole. I don't know, again, I'm not trying to like, suck up to the game yet, but so far it hasn't done anything, like, super egregious that make me be like, oh man, I think that I see why people are mixed on it. I mean, I guess I do see why people are mixed on it, but I'm not feeling the mixed side myself yet. Probably not the best Prime game, I won't say that, but... I think anything with an 8-year development life that had to get restarted is gonna both have a lot of expectations behind it, like going into the game, but also it will tell the tale of a troubled development, of course. Even if after they restarted, like, everything went swimmingly. Viola Tunnel. Transit tunnel for use with Viola and other vehicles. What do you mean other vehicles? It can be opened via the Viola spinner. Viola spinner uses kinetic energy from Viola to activate linked devices. Currently offline. It is a dumb name. I don't know anything about Viola yet, but aside from the fact that I think someone said it's like sentient, so giving it like a name kind of makes sense, I guess. Got like bike tunnels. Okay, glass. Oh, got into an accident. Bicel? Okay, but imagine if they actually did call it Bicel. Like, people are already pissed at this game, and that would have made so many people just, like, stop playing right there. Lamorne fuel barrel, used to transport combustible liquids. No reaction is visible on the barrel's metallic body, indicating that the barrel is empty. Okay. Okay. Like, the main point people have is, like, that, like, having, like, a character like Miles in a game like this is, like, too unserious for the game. Conduit from maintenance tanks. Entry hatch currently open and has safety mesh installed. So if you had a character, which I know you were joking anyways, but like if you had a character named Bicel in here, that would just like, that would rupture, I think, at least 4 people's skulls. Got a bit of a jog. Running. How far do you think she ran just now? How many miles? At least 1. Probably like 8. Oh. Volt Forge. Oh, this is cool. I'm just so... yeah, I just ran to a completely different area. I guess we're done with the desert. I hope you like that place. I like the brief flash of Samus' eyes is implying that, like, the visor itself is showing her this, which is neat. I'm wondering, am I gonna, like, complete this area, like, on first visit, or is this, like, an instance of, like, I'm coming here, I'm doing something, and then I'm gonna leave? It depends on the Metroid Prime game on which way they'll take. Prime 1 was very much like, hey, you're coming in here for like one thing, and then we're asking you to run to the opposite side of the planet. Oh, there it is. Prime 2, you kind of mostly do everything on your first visit. I don't really remember how Prime 3 handles it, but I feel like Prime 3 was very linear. Vehicle, Lamorne Neurobike Mark 7. Latest model of the Viola Neurobike. Mass-produced during the Machine era, but redesigned for the Psychic era.
I'd like to buy this.
Nope. No energy. You suck. I think I'm gonna need the new suit for this, right? Bonk! I would like to get up to the point of getting the bike, if that is soon, before I end stream. Arthropod morphology Denzard. A very resilient creature capable of living in incredibly harsh climates such as Volt Forge. Can absorb electrical energy, causing parts of its body to glow. Access code approved. Displaying vehicle manufacturing tower 1 hologram. Data download authorized.
Yeah, that's where you need to go.
Come on, girly pop. Let's go. Okay, the doors are designed less in the other way in this area. Now we're in the eyeball zone. Oh, map. Okay. I didn't have a map for the previous area before I explored it, did I? Power core. Oh, you can even say the names of the rooms. I only have the map of this one building I'm in, though. Looks like there's multiples of them. Camera, please. I'd like to pan and see where is... There's something over there. And then my goal is like way down there, yeah, okay. Kinda reminds me, what was the second area in Prime, not Prime, in Dread?
Lightning storm is playing tricks on my comm. Looks like you acquired the map to the facility. Let's take a peek.
I just did,
To reach the
homeboy.
next tower, you'll need to open the big door in this room. But without power, you won't be able to unlock it. Good news is, the generator is right down here.
Thanks, bud.
To get there, you'll need access to the lower levels. There's an elevator.
I don't mind this so much. It's a little hand-holdy, of course, but
Would you like to hear
Prime
that again?
1 already kind of tells you a lot of stuff like this.
The next tower, you'll need to open the big
Oh wait, no, I don't want to hear it again. Oh fuck, I hit the wrong button.
Without power, you won't be able to unlock it.
Prime 1 has,
Generator is right down here.
has a thing where after you turn on the game, after like 40 minutes or like 30 minutes, it'll like remind you
Take you down.
of like, hey, this is the thing you should visit next.
Would you like to hear that again? Don't forget to stop by the safe station. Oh boy, this storm's picking up. Might be on your over here.
Hey.
God, I am always incredibly impressed with this game's lighting. My favorite art styles are not those that look super high fidelity, super realistic. The only reason why I'm kind of impressed with it is because it's Nintendo. Like I know, you know, we've had graphics that look like this and maybe even arguably better than this for many years since before this game. This game is not the first of its kind to look this good. But on just a pure like fidelity level for showing like what the Switch 2 could be capable of, this game is an excellent example of what optimization and, you know, of course learning the hardware that comes with optimization, I guess, but just like this is a perfect example of how good these games can possibly look and what the Switch 2 is really capable of. I mean, for me, what's gonna matter most beyond like raw specs, I don't I'm not a specs slut. And I don't need to be like, oh my god, they put the i7 in this processor. Oh no! Like, I care about it for my own PC because, like, I kind of need that information in order to run all the fucking processes I run well. But beyond that, I don't really care that much about what's in the damn thing. So long as the games look good, that's what I care about. And I still feel like PS4 games are, like, plenty adequate. Like, I don't necessarily need a PS5 on, like, graphical fidelity reasons. Like, I'm not seeing a PS4 game and going, man, I wish this looked better. Have a good night, Spaghetti. Bike. Wait, what am I doing? Use the batteries to power up the system. A powerful burst of energy will cause it to briefly activate. Okay, and I don't have double jump, so... I'm doing this right? Oh, probably... That's right. Puzzle. There was a game at the Game Awards that was just announced, right? That's coming to PS4 still. I remember when we were doing Pixel Pulse, someone on the show was like, no, they stopped doing PS4 games. It's all in on PS5 now. There were games? True. But no, seriously, there was something there. Mega Man? I guess Mega Man's not too high fidelity, so I guess that's somewhat reasonable. But even still, they haven't stopped making PS4 games, and, you know, Switch 2 is, from what I understand, pretty comparable to a PS4 in terms of power. But I mean, again, if you can get a game looking this good, I see no reason why some games have to struggle. Like, I think to a certain extent, a lot of people I were seeing back when, like, Scarlet and Violet first came out, for example, were like, the problem is that it's on Switch 1. Once we have more powerful hardware, it will simply be better. And I mean, you run it on Switch 2 with the update, and it does run better, yes, that is true. But it's not like, it doesn't turn it into a game like this, right? Like, a game running and looking like this requires, you know, optimization and building around it. Explosive. Okay. They always do this. I don't know why people are surprised. I mean, hell, I'm just curious for the sake of conversation right now, while I spin. PS4 game released in 2025. Assassin's Creed Shadows, Monster Hunter Wilds somehow, Borderlands 4. Okay, well, this is AI. I don't trust that. Actually, hang on. I'll go to shopping. I mean, Hogwarts Legacy, I really don't care about that, but I guess that's an example of one. Horizon Forbidden West launched on PS4. Obviously the Madden games. PS4 games from PlayStation.com. There. This doesn't really tell me. No, it doesn't really tell me release dates. IGN has a page. Okay, so this is IGN games from PS4. On December 1st, Marvel Cosmic Invasion came out. Destiny 2 had an update for PS4. Bermuda Triangle 1987. Whatever the fuck that is, okay. Let's scroll back. This is all December. I guess that's upcoming. Well, I mean, December 1st is past. It still doesn't really tell me a lot, but yeah, I mean, there's plenty of games coming out. Yeah, the entire Bermuda Triangle, they put it on a PS4. It's impressive. It's incredible what data storage it's capable of these days. Next, they'll put Ohio. Mechanoid variant, no entry found in the catalog for Lemurn-made creatures. Analysis implies it was produced by a powerful AI. Uh-oh. Designation information is engraved on it, deciphered as Mecha Rat. Yo. Engine core scanner. Inspects Viola engine core. Is currently offline. Maintenance tank system currently in startup sequence. Battery charge at 70%. Once startup completes, it will begin autonomous work. Ow. Ouchie. Stepping on the bugs. Hurting my toes is on the bugs! I don't know why I'm doing this. Rats! Elevator recall terminator. Elevator activated. Touch the hologram. Ouch! Struck by lightning. Okay, she doesn't need her body. Now, what is the purpose of Robo-Rat? Why would you create Robo-Rat? It probably can't even do the best part of a Robo-Rat and have like the eyes bulging out thing. Used by maintenance tanks, currently offline. Post-Dread, Samus's body should just be a homunculus. Well, remember, at the end of Dread, the one X-parasite absorbed her Metroid DNA or something. But now that's no longer a thing. Allegedly. What if Metroid games just start ending with, like, the Metroid suit kind of, like, comes back, though, briefly. Like, she can never fully get rid of it. You know? Door sealed with a lock unit. Explosive. What's around here? There is morph balls right there. Something tells me I can't do anything with this right now. I guess I can. Well, seems like it's working just fine. Just completely abandoned that other thing. What was back there? Let's go back for it, actually. This seems like the way to go. Lightning absorption generator manages the collection of electricity from lightning strikes and routes that energy for use inside of the tower. Currently offering. I love how much of all of these different worlds is built specifically for Samus. Like, why else are there just, like, ball tubes? You know? Okay, I think I have my answer on why I can't go this way. Grapple beam, perhaps. Regardless, not now. I was on to something when I went this way. I was having brain waves. They tell me, they say, hey, you're a thinker. You're putting them thoughts to use. And I'd say, be gone, thought. And then I clear my mind of everything I've ever known. No, hang on. Why are there two of them? This is the push it further beyond. Push. I mean, I could just... See, this is fun. Look at this. It's just like a little ball house over here. I was gonna say, I could just walk on top of this thing. But I guess the point is I need to be rolling. Need to see me rolling. Yes. Yes, the power of lightning spin. Oh god, bugs. Or drones. Now. I don't think I'm meant to just sit here anymore. Oh, that's why they got the houses. I wonder if Boost Ball was in this game. Uh-oh. Ouchie. The music, there's like a distortion in it that reminds me... Remember in Twilight Princess? How there were the flying headless birds in the twilight? And then they'd go like... every time they flew around. It also kind of gives me, like... Oh. I was gonna say F-Zero, like GX vibes. Alright, we're here. Now with power. Am I gonna build my bike? Component printer terminal online. Access code approved. Touch the hologram to activate all printers and initialize the manufacturing line, rather. Excuse me. I think my brain is the one malfunctioning here.
Welcome to Build Your Bike, where we let you build your bike. Here you can see, Bikers' organs are getting organized. Firmly. By yours truly. I will be your host. Michael's father. What's Michael's father's name, you might ask? Mr. Michael.
Please, Mr. Beichel was my father. Just call me Beichel. What am I doing? Wheel. Yep, not that way. Let them grab. Actually, yeah, wait. Hey, look at me, I'm a tire. Yep, that's a tire. It's a tire. What kind of a tire are you wearing today? Ow. Ow. Hurt. Hurt! It's grabbing nothing. Aye. I can't believe that actually worked. Another one. Nope, that's it. Ow, hang on, I'm figuring out what you are. Autonomous mobile drone responsible for performing maintenance within the facility. Its welding beam can also be used against intruders. No. Alright. Piss off. Bruv. I'm actually kind of low on health right now. I don't know, just one tank. I can do the morph ball thing, right? Alright, and then... There we go. Kind of forgot how to do that initially, so I'm impressed with myself for remembering. Yo, what's that? Seems heavy. That's not a tire. Put it in the garbage. Wait, these are all correct parts, though. Bike. Okay, bike, bye. Oh, I see. I love waiting. Like my favorite game, Ocarina of Time. Ow. No. No, you don't see me. No, I said you don't see me. See? See what I tell you? I just gonna open that shortcut back up so I don't have to go through all that again. Beef! So, one of the things Megan and I got for Christmas was we got a shit ton of different Lego sets. Mostly she did, because she likes building them. And I got a couple too, though. And so we built the Lego Game Boy last night, which was fun. I took a picture of it and then showed it on the Discord. It's pretty close to the original. It also has like buttons that you can press in and like the D-pad, like rocks. Obviously you can't really play anything on it, but there's like little screens that you can swap out too, and it has, you know, those like, I don't know how to describe them other than be like, you know, like the label of Majora's Mask on N64? How, like, when you looked at it from different angles, it was like 3D. That sort of happens with the Lego Game Boy. Several explosive impacts will break this. Hang on. Okay. Beef! Oh, I can't do anything with this right now, though. This is boost ball for sure. Alright, later. Anyways, so, yeah, so it has that cool screen thing happening with it. Which I think is neat to look at. And then there's like different cartridges as well. It comes with a Mario Land and then a Link's Awakening one. It's neat. I also have a bunch of Lego Animal Crossing, which I have to remind myself is even a thing. We got like 8 of those. We have so many of them. And then I also got the, from my dad, I got the, there's like a Mario World 1, and there's like a crank that you can operate. It's designed to look like the Mario riding Yoshi sprite. And there's a crank you can operate to make, like, the feet move, I guess. It's cool. We haven't built it yet. We just built the one, but... Legos are cool, man. You know... I was thinking to myself, I was like, I don't want to ask for Legos. I'm an adult. I don't need this shit anymore. And I thought about it a little bit more. I was like, well, wait a minute. But Legos are cool as fuck. And they're just kind of fun to build. So, I'm glad Legos exist. Though I will say they are expensive as hell. I wouldn't buy these things just like regularly. Yeah, the pricing. The fact that the goddamn Lego Deku Tree from Breath of the Wild or the Ocarina of Time one cost the same as the initial pricing of a Switch 1. Yeah, you can't really make it into a hobby so much anymore. As much as you can just like a, hey, this is fun to do occasionally. Because I got a new set for like Christmas or a birthday or something. I mean, there's smaller ones too that they make, but obviously those are less fun. It's not a full thing, you know. Still no. Still no. Ah! What am I doing now?
Are you back on the top floor?
Yeah!
Anything you can activate now that the power's back on? To clear the way to the next tower. With this storm, we might lose signal, but...
Shut up. Tower 1 to Tower 2. Tower gate connects 3 towers of Volt Fortress vehicle factor currently locked. Glamoron Neurobike Mark 5, Viola. Assembly complete. Transferring to Tower 2 storage to await test ride. Have to go to test. I gotta go to Tower 2? I can't even count that high. What am I supposed to do? Is there anything I can activate? Oh, this? Maybe? I didn't even see that there. New suit time? Walmart fitting rooms be like. Viola suit. Fire. You can now ride Viola. Fully operate the vehicle. Driver registration is required. You have to pass your driver's test, Samus! Open the menu with minus and check the inventory for more information. If a driver approaches a three-way intersection from the east, and you approach from the south, and you both arrive at the same time, who goes first? The answer? Whichever one of you fucking makes the move first. Alright, time to see if Metroid adding a bike was worth it. That's a lot of miles per hour on the corner. And then it just kind of goes at like a normal speed. Oh, you have to hold it down. Oh no, this is decently fast actually. I don't know if that's miles per hour or what unit the 700 in the corner is, but... Speed limit? Oh. Samus don't care about the fucking law. Oh, what are we doing here? Where'd it go? Maintenance tank elevator currently offline. But do I gotta do that whole thing that I just went through with all of these towers? Access code approved. Displaying vehicle manufacturing Tower 2 hologram. Data download authorized. I think I do. Oh god. Area map. Map data for this area has been downloaded. Press minus to open the map screen. This seems like a bit of an anticlimactic spot to save and end. Especially considering I won't be playing the whole game. But also, this is a bit of a long segment, it seems. So I don't know. You tell me, do you want to see more of this game? I mean, I'll stream the whole thing if people want me to, like I said, but... I'm also fine with just playing it on my own. I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it a lot so far. I'll just be honest with you. Is it the best Metroid Prime game? Maybe not. I don't know. But I like it so far. Kinda invested. Elevator activated. To operate, touch the hologram at the center of the elevator. The way I guess I also could look at it is I've streamed pretty much every other Metroid Prime game blind. The only reason I considered not streaming it initially was because I was trying to avoid spoilers. But I mean, I've continued to go this far without spoiling the game, and the game's been out for almost a month at this point. So, maybe I'll be fine. But also, it was for interest of getting through other things that I was streaming. But I mean, we're done with Okami. Wario World is like a 2 to 3 stream game, depending on how long the streams themselves are, I guess. Boost ball. Secondary power generator offline. Boost ball! Oh. That's one way to break that, okay. Wario World could be replaced by this when it's done. Yeah, I could probably stream them both at the same time. I'm also done with Kirby Star Allies. I might come back to that for like a one more stream thing, but I'm not sure yet on that front. And we will start Chapter 3 soon for Deltarune, but that's not... Chapter 3 is, from what I understand, not too long. 2 took me 4 streams, so 3 will probably take me 3, from what I understand. Depends on if I do like a second run, because I'm aware... I've been made aware of there's like something called like the sword run. I guess like every chapter now gets like alternate routes. That's what I'm understanding. I don't know if there's anything like that in the 4th one, but... Chapter 3 could be like 2 streams. Well, the only other thing to consider is it's like, I only get like 2.5 to 2 hours to stream, typically, when I'm not on vacation. So, why am I just like sitting here tanking shit? Even with that information in mind? Alright. I will consider it. Well, here's what I am gonna do. I am not planning on streaming this for too much longer tonight. Even streaming as much as I have already is kind of more than I was expecting. I want to see the Viola. Like, obviously we've seen it now, but I want to ride it in the desert. That's the main thing I was hoping to get to, and just kind of like experience that. So I still haven't even really like experienced the desert at all yet, if I'm being honest. You're gonna miss things on a first run, do not stress about that. Alright. Elevator activated. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's my plan. I'm going to judge whether or not I stream this game on the virtue of, can I wait to play it? If I am like dying to play more, then I will play more. If I'm like, yeah, I could play more, but I can also wait, then I will do that. So let me do this like tower segment, and then I'll save once I get back to the top, and then I'll save it, and we'll determine from there whether or not I stream more of this now or in the future. But I'm liking it so far.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you stop that.
You stop it. You're being a little naughty, you know that?
Yeah, that's a lot of you. Ow.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
Okay. What am I scanning? Transportation container. Used for moving vehicles manufactured in the factory, its alloys are extremely resistant to impact, making it effectively indestructible. I missed. Or he had to hit, where's this fucker? No teleporting on my time. Only I can determine when the teleporting happens. I missed again. No, I think the charge beam is working. I think. Oh. Hey, stop it. Ow. Come here, fucker. What's this up here? Anything? Oh. Get fucked. Where you at, bitch? Mechanoid Cybot teleporter equipped with short-range teleportation device and blades on both arms. It attacks using an X-shaped beam and rotational slashes. Oh, there's further lore. Right, I forgot. The logbook always has that. Psychic bomb? Yeah, hang on. I haven't actually even tried using this. As like a weapon. Okay. That works, I guess. I was just holding it and it punched me and then died. I didn't even consider using the psychic bomb as like an offensive thing, though. Like literally throwing the bomb at someone. It makes sense, too. I don't know why I didn't. What's going on here? Elevator battery severely damaged. Analysis implies the battery was heavily overcharged by current from the connected lightning charging rod. Large battery for powering the elevator charges using lightning strikes, allowing the elevator to operate while the main generator is offline. Work anyways, though. Looks fine to me. Oh my god! This is where Samus dies in an elevator accident. Hey, what's up? I think that did kind of happen. Another boss room. No? Maybe on our way back. Out, out, out. Ooh. This game is a little stingy with health pickups. I'm fine with that. Because, like I said, I've got 2 E-tanks. So, like, I'm gonna have to kind of start playing a little bit more carefully, so I don't have to, like, redo a whole massive segment. Sure, if I broke more crates as well, there's probably more health pickups out this way. I also didn't interact with the save point, which would have healed me, I think. So, I have that going for me. That's a lot of that's a lot of orb out there. Borb. Spool of anchor cable locked by nearby bomb slot deploys when both spools are released and the lightning antenna is in position. I like how there's this little, like, hole here for the ball to rest in. And this is a psychic bomb moment. I guess really all forms of the switches that require Samus to go ball mode could technically also be a psychic bomb. You found the Roaring Knights Twitter? What's the Roaring Knights? Oh yeah, I need to play Sonic Race and Crossroads Festival. That's still going on tomorrow, right? Or I guess today at this point, past midnight. Yes. Ow. One more blast from that and I might be dead. Get me out of here. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yo, are you... Is that Black Doom? Uh-oh. Even worse. It's that fucking thing from Majora's Mask. The frog. Health. What are you? Mechanoid. Flight drone. Flying mechanoids produced as an experiment by the Vehicle Factory's Administration AI. They are controlled by a separate management unit.
Are you the manager?
Mechanoid flight drone MC Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's 2 Marvel references in one game with the Miles McKenzie man. This is a bad game. Manages flight drones produced by the Vehicle Factory's Administration AI. Analysis implies that modifications for battle have been made. Let's see. Can I just... Control beam will fly towards targets you lock on with. Okay. But you definitely have to do it all in one go, though. I got a full heal there. Nice miss. I have a feeling this thing will detonate on its own if I take too long. Does not last very long, does it? Oh. This is not the area I was expecting to fight this thing in, by the way. There is literally a perfectly good boss arena right behind us. Do we want to take this inside for a minute? Hang on now. Let's take it inside. Oh, okay. I don't think he wants to take it inside. I think he's perfectly content right where he is. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. Also, can I just say, as someone who's watched Home Alone, the Christmas movie, for the first time in a very, very long time this last Christmas, that movie is very New York despite being Chicago. Like the fucking, the thief guy in particular. He's like, hey! But also, like, the courier guy for, like, the, like, at the beginning of the movie is kind of a nobody character, but the guy in charge of the baggage, he's got all that emotional baggage. But he was like, I forget the exact thing he said. But he was basically like, kid, don't fucking, don't worry about it or something. I forget what he said, but he said something to the effect of like, get away from me. But he said it in a very New York way. Yeah, and then Home Alone 2, that one actually is New York. Yeah, we watched Home Alone 1 and 2 this last Christmas. Great. Uh-oh. What if it just faded to black and that was it? Just like falling off a cliff is instant game over. Get away from me. There we go. Got his ace. Thankfully, actually, all those like little flight droids that was with it was great for my situation because they provided tons of free health. I was like in a very dangerous spot before that fight, and now I'm like full health. Oh. I miss Boost Ball. I need it, like, right now. Alright, let's fight again. Your wish is my command. Oh. There he is. Are you gonna say anything? So what was this dude's deal in Hunters anyways? Wasn't he just one of the playable characters? What is this music? Did they hire Family Jewels for this? Ow. Oh. It's kind of weird just seeing a dude kind of like run normally. Whoa. Scans detect an electrical shock arm cannon. Further analysis blocked by a powerful psychic jammer. Alright. I tried to double jump there. That's the Metroid in me speaking. Oh, what? Interesting camera angle for Morph Ball. Ow. Piss off, bruv. Ow. Come here. Ow. Hey, piss off. What the fuck do I do? Oh. Just regular bombs works plenty fine. It's a little harder to time that way, but... Yep. Tank that shit. Fucker. Still spinning. You do what you gotta do, I guess. You just gotta get in there, you just gotta do some fucking spinning, you know? You just get in there, you say, fuck you, you spin around, you're like a goddamn motherfucker, you know? Uh-oh. Where'd he go? Jumping over that is way harder than it seems. Okay. Nope, spinning. Little did you know, spinning is all it takes to be immune to a fucking ballistic missile. Uh-oh. There's a bit of a lag to the bombs sometimes. Boom! That was close. Bye, bitch. And that is the canonical end of Silux. That was all he ever amounted to.
Oh, he was but an illusion.
He was made of Shadow Mario. I'll take another E-tank. Where'd that go? I want it.
Give me that! Oh, give me that! E-tank! Alright, yeah, okay.
That accent reminds me. Megan and I had a very funny situation where, her favorite restaurant, or at least one of them, is Texas Roadhouse. I guess the elevator's fine. It doesn't matter about the crash that happened. Don't worry about it. She loves Texas Roadhouse, right? We went there the other day before Christmas. And, you know, got us some steaks, you know, whole thing. Got the cinnamon butter rolls and all that. But while we were waiting on our table, you know, we sat out in like the little lounge area or whatever. And we were talking about something unrelated to anything. What is that up there? Shot expansion increases the maximum shot ammo by 10? Oh. I guess they're going for more of the Metroid Prime 2 thing, aren't they? Limited shot quantity. I was gonna say though, while we were sitting there waiting, we heard, you know, Texas Roadhouse, they play like country music and shit, which, not my genre, but whatever. And while we were talking, we heard the out-of-context lyric of, I quote, "Staring at my neighbor's butthole." That's all I heard. Real lyric on the Texas Roadhouse radio. Actually, it was "staring at my neighbor's butt crack," was what they said. But I turned it into "staring at my neighbor's butthole." Because I kept saying it over and over again, because I thought it was the funniest shit ever. And then that eventually turned into eating out my neighbor's butthole. And yeah, we just had a really good time with it. Be removed with a forceful pull. Well, I don't have grapple beams, so next best thing I can do is the old curve shot. Goddamn, staring at the neighbor's butthole. Goddamn. I ain't never seen nothing like that before. My day. Back in my day, they wouldn't let you stare at that neighbor's butthole, but here we are. Full view. Ain't no one there to stop her. Oh, I'm just now noticing there's a limit to how much of the psychic blast I can be doing at once. There's a gauge on the left and right. I've just been kind of using it when I can. You dead yet? No? This seems like it's not like the most powerful option in your arsenal. But it's a good option if you want to try to play things safe. Since it kind of slows down time and you can really do some impossible shots by like aiming around the corner and stuff. That I don't currently see a way to get to it. Probably climb this with double jump is how you get up there. To get that expansion. I mean, I don't even have consumable ammo right now, so other than the missiles. And I don't think that applies to the missiles. I think that's something else entirely. Magnets. We're getting ripped up by the magnets. Oh! Use the boost ball. Oh, I don't... Wait. Boost ball or just morph ball for that? I quickly read it and then didn't... Yeah, I need boost ball, which I don't have, so... aim please. Alright. Just like the turrets in Prime 1, takes 2 missiles. This music is awesome. I'm liking this. I mean, not like a jam, like something like... I don't think the melody is like very memorable, but... Just like for vibes and... Yeah, I guess just vibes. Aesthetics, I guess. Musical aesthetic. It's doing a great job, I think. Which is what most Metroid Prime music is. I can only think of a couple of songs in the Metroid Prime series that, like, oh man, I can recite or recall the, like the melody to the song off the top of my head. Mostly the only one that comes to mind is Phendrana Drifts. Off the top of my head, maybe Torvis Bog from Prime 2. Dark Samus? I don't remember the Dark Samus fight music all that well. I do remember in Prime 1... Not because it was good, but because I had to hear that a lot. Because I was constantly traveling through the Chozo ruins and had to hear that. Viola cannot... Wait, that button summons Viola? I was trying to pause the game. Double save. Alright. I know this is a bit of a weird spot to end because we're kind of in the middle of this Viola quest. So here's what I may do. I may yet still not stream this whole thing. Perhaps I will come back and do a one-off part 2. And by that I mean play the game a second time, but still maybe not stream the full game. I'm gonna play it by ear. I also know, like, Vinny played this whole game in, like, 6 parts, I think 7 streams. So realistically, that's not a long game. But he also did longer streams than I can usually do. So, we'll see what I end up doing. All I know is that first impressions of the game, genuinely very solid. Like, I have very little to complain about at this current moment. And really, the only thing that I have to complain about is just, like, the complaining. Like, realistically, like, there's so many people where, like, I don't know if it... I'm not gonna necessarily say it was, like, grifting, but, like, so many people were just down on this game, and I just couldn't quite figure out why. And maybe the real reason has yet to show its face. I do know people don't really care for that desert very much. I know that the late game green crystal grind is annoying to some. Beyond that, I don't know really anything else about the game yet. And I'm gonna continue to be that way. But if it's anything worth your time to note, is that so far it's pretty good. Where they think it peaks, I've seen people say where they think it peaks, and it's all the same area. Okay. Is it the Volt Forge? Is it the first area? Because if not, that's something to look forward to, I guess. It's not here. Yeah, I mean, so far, Volt Forge has been fun. The only reason why I'm like, oh man, this is longer than I was expecting was just because, like, I was like, oh man, I was hoping to, like, fully get Viola by the end of this stream. I genuinely thought it was going to be something that they just kind of, like, start you with. Like, you know how in Prime 2, they give you the dark suit, like, almost right away? Or was it? Yeah, it was the dark suit. Well, no, it wasn't really right away. They let you suffer in the Dark World for a little bit with it. But I feel like you get it relatively quickly. It was like by the first Dark World boss, right? I think so. Which was like 5 hours into the game, which, to be fair, I guess I'm 3 hours in. But I was kind of expecting getting Viola to be about that stage of the game, which I guess, yeah, actually, if by that metric, that is true. Because we're, again, 3 hours in, and I still have a little bit to go before I fully have it. So, I guess, yeah, no, that checks out. I'm fine with this so far. Yeah, good game so far. I will be back for a part 2. I do not yet know if I will stream the whole game, but I will be back for a part 2. I'm going to just say that outright. I don't know when yet, but it will happen sometime in 2026. And before I go by Okami rules, and that's in, like, March. It won't be, but, like, what if? This game right here is pretty good. It's pretty good. I would recommend it if anyone is a fan of BFBB. March is still sooner than what happened with Okami. True. What was it, like a 7 or 8 month gap? No, it was 6. Even still. How much playtime? Obviously, I've played this longer. No, I haven't. I've actually played Titans of the Tide longer than I have Metroid Prime 4 so far. I'm surprised by that, actually. I have outplayed Fast Fusion. That doesn't surprise me. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. I will be here with a long stream that will probably get split in half with me taking a dinner break tomorrow. We're going to be doing lots of different stuff. I'm going to be doing bits and bops. What else? Excuse me. I'm going to be doing the Sonic Racing Crossworlds Festival, which I don't know how much of that I'm going to do, but I would like to get as much of the stuff out of that as I can before it shuts down. When does the festival end for Sonic Racing Crossworlds? Like, what time? If it ends like overnight tomorrow night, I will start with it so that way I get everything I want out of it. Sunday at 7 p.m. Okay, so I'll be streaming Saturday night into Sunday morning. I'll be fine then. I like nights enough that I want to actually get everything out of the festival. I'm not going to be doing that with most Sonic festivals, but that one I do want to do that for. So yeah, I'll be here tomorrow with that. We'll figure out which one I start with. On the schedule, it says I'm starting with bits and bops. Maybe I'll throw you a curveball and do something else. Perhaps, maybe also what I'll do is I do kind of want to demo this game a little bit on stream. I don't know if I'm going to play it for like, obviously I'm like 3 hours into the game already. Oh, I forgot. You're not seeing my screen anymore. This one, Titans of the Tide. Obviously, I'm 3 hours into the game already, so like you're not going to see the whole game, and I don't intend to show you the whole game. That is definitely one where it's just like, I picked this up because I saw an Ant Dude video that was like, the game's pretty good. If you like BFBB, you'll like it. And so I was like, okay, I'll try it, and I did, and yeah, it's surprisingly well animated. It's got all the voice cast, which I am pleasantly surprised about. The platforming isn't jank, but it is difficult. And by difficult, I just mean like challenging. It's not like Dark Soul, like I'm dying all the time, but it's just like, oh, like I'm actually having to like kind of think with this game, which is not what I was expecting at all. Because even if BFBB, first couple of levels of that are kind of boring. This one kind of straight out the gates, they're making you use your noggin, and it has a really clever mechanic with like switching between SpongeBob and Patrick, and their different abilities come into play, and they can do different things, and you just press a button to swap on the fly, and it's surprisingly simple and neat on how it like expands the amount of things you can do at any one given moment. So I like it. Again, probably not something that I'm like, oh my god, guys, if you gotta play Titans of the Tide. If you're not a SpongeBob fan, don't get the game. But like, you know, if you do like this show or have played some of the games and like it, then I would recommend it. But yeah, other than that, as you saw from the big Christmas list, we got a lot of different stuff that's going to be coming up. Rift of the Necro Dancer, I'm going to probably do like a 1-off or 2-off or something. Probably nothing too crazy there. Dave the Diver, however, we're going to do a full playthrough of that at some point, probably within the year. Mario and Rabbids I picked up only because it was so damn cheap. I haven't even played the first game all the way through, so I would probably play through that before I play through Sparks of Hope, unless people are like, you don't really need to. I guess I don't really know much about it, other than that Sparks of Hope is a sequel to it. We got Pac-Man, Yakuza, obviously, I promised because of a poll. There is an Animal Crossing update coming out in January. I will probably check it out, maybe do a couple of streams of that. Don't expect me to stream Animal Crossing all that much, though. Sparks of Hope plays differently from the first one. Oh, yeah? We'll talk about that, because for Sparks of Hope, I played a little tiny bit of the first one, and it didn't quite click with me. It's not that I hated it or anything, but I also didn't really give it too much time. The problem is I don't believe you after Happy Home Designer. Well, here's the thing. Animal Crossing is a great game for me to just kind of play with Megan. Like, we hang out, we chill in the bed, we play it, you know. And it's a better game to do like a short burst than it is to like really do a bunch with. Like I said, I do plan on showing it on stream, at least a couple of streams of it, probably not just a one-off, but at least a few streams of the new update for it. But I'm not gonna. My plan is to not go too crazy with it. I guess anything's possible, but I do love me some Animal Crossing, reluctantly. I say reluctantly because it like saps my time away. When I get in the Animal Crossing mood, it's like, okay, that's all I'm doing for the next month now. So we'll see. I do kind of want to, unrelated, and then I'll end stream, but I do kind of want to play like an older Animal Crossing. I did a one-off of like the original forever ago and then didn't stick with it. But like, I'm talking like sit down and like actually commit to like, I don't know if I'd go with population growing, but probably population. Population growing is the GameCube one. Wild World was DS. Wild World is the one I have the most time with, aside from New Leaf. Maybe New Leaf beats it. But the only reason why I say Wild World probably beats even New Leaf for me is because Wild World was the Animal Crossing game I had as a kid. I had access to population growing, but only at my grandma's house. I don't believe we owned our own copy of that game. So I didn't really grow up with it. So my first real time with Animal Crossing was Wild World. And I played a lot of that. But also Wild World, I don't know if I can do a stream of that. The game runs at like 15 FPS. I tried going back to it once and I was like, this is rough. I don't know how I played this as a kid. I guess I just didn't care. But like, it is rough. It wasn't even an emulator. It was like, that's how the game runs. I'm like, God damn. I don't know if it was actually 15, but it was real choppy and it kind of gave me a headache. To be fair, it was a DS game and first one on the go, yeah. I don't know, maybe I can muster it, but if I'm going to sit there and play another Animal Crossing game that isn't like a new one and like dedicate like at least a couple of months of occasionally streaming it, I would want it to be something with a lot of content, but also one that doesn't give me a headache. And the reason why I say a lot of content is because City Folk is basically Wild World HD with like the city as well. So one would say play that, but then it also has some downgrades and is missing some stuff that Wild World had. So I don't know. I really don't know what Animal Crossing it would be. It would most likely be the original GameCube one, but because I've already streamed New Leaf, like that was one of my first streams I ever did, and I currently don't have a way to stream 3DS anyways. So population growing, at least I could emulate it. I could maybe find a physical copy. Maybe, but probably not. Or maybe it'll come to NSO one day. GameCube NSO. That would be nice. And hopefully we get more of those. I mean, if it comes to GameCube NSO, then that's pretty much a lock for me. I'll do it. But other than that, it's just kind of, it's not something that's necessarily on the proverbial list right now. It's just something that's like, that would be fun. Yeah, I'd like to do that. But anyways, I'm going to go. You have a good night. I will see you tomorrow for Bits and Bops and Sonic Racing, plus possibly more. Have a good night.